What's up, guys? So, earnings season is upon us, and I currently, if I can bring it up real quick, I currently follow about 50 different stocks. Probably more than that in total because on different portfolios I have some other different types of stocks. I got a bunch of REITs and stuff on one of my other portfolios and stuff. So yeah, this is minus all of that. So in total, I follow probably around about 70 companies or so. And with that, when earnings season comes up, a lot of those companies that I follow are reporting earnings, and I don't trade based off of earnings. I don't buy stocks before earnings expecting them to go up or anything like that. So the reason why I'm making this video is to show exactly how it is I basically navigate through earnings season. So what I do is I come to Yahoo Finance, which actually Yahoo Finance is really not got all they stuff together because see, Tesla reports on the 30th of January this week, and Tesla is not on this list at all. But if you go over to NASDAQ.com, then you'll see that it is on here. I ain't gonna search through and find it, but just trust me. All right. Um, so the one thing I like to see on here though is you can see how many companies are reporting earnings throughout the week. So as you can see, Monday it starts off pretty slow, and then it gets real hype on Wednesday. Literally hump day on Wednesday, and then we kind of just die off and calm down again on Friday. So out of all the stocks that I actually do follow, I have let's see, on Monday. Well, I don't follow Caterpillar, but I know there's a lot of people who are invested in Caterpillar. So Caterpillar reports earnings Monday, and then Tuesday I got 3M, Apple. Apple's a stock that I definitely follow. It's actually a stock that I already own, and I'm looking to buy more in. And I did a video recently talking about how when the stock, this is on the weekly chart, when the stock drops to the 180-day EMA, it tends to hit it and then it bounces off again. So if you look here, we've had that test, but we haven't had that retest yet. So I have an alert set at about 145, looking for that retest. So looking to see if maybe if there's any negative catalyst that can bring Apple stock back down to those prices. Definitely would love to buy some more Apple stock if that happens. So I'll definitely be buying Apple if the stock does drop. So on Wednesday we have AT&T, we have Boeing, McDonald's, let's see, Microsoft, Facebook, Alibaba, Tesla, of course, PayPal, Visa, and Thursday is Amazon, Blue Apron. Now, the funny thing about Blue Apron is, I actually don't follow Blue Apron for real, for real. Like, I'm actually looking to invest in it. A lot of these stocks I don't follow because I'm looking to invest in it. It's just because I know it's a lot of people who talk about it and, hype around them. So I'm just kind of curious just to see how their stock just, goes or whatever. And then you never know. Maybe one day I might buy the stock if it gets low enough, for me to want to buy. But yeah, so back to Blue Apron. Blue Apron is not a stock that I actually want to buy. It's just a stock that every time I look at the stock chart, I'm just like, God, what happened? I mean, the stock for real IPO'd at I think around like $10, and it's been down ever since. What was this? This was back in 2017, and here we are going into 2019, and the stock's sitting at $1.42, and it's never gone above its IPO price since the first day of trading. It's just terrible, terrible. Yeah. So also on Thursday we have GE. GE is another stock that, let me see. GE is another stock that I don't have any interest in buying. It's just that everybody's talking about GE because it's like they're too big to fail. Everybody, you gotta buy it. It's on sale. Like, just buy it. They're too big to fail. And every time I hear a news article saying like this is the bottom for GE, sure enough, the stock drops even further. So it's just one of those stocks that I'm just like, I'm gonna keep watching this because I want to see where the bottom actually is. Like if the bottom even does actually come. Because I mean, it don't look like people been calling the bottom on GE stock for years, and I just been steadily watching it going down. Every time I hear somebody say it's at the bottom, and whatever. Then no offense to GE test. I mean GE shareholders. Yeah, no offense. Anyway, um, Friday we got Exxon Mobil and Honeywell. Uh, Obviously, there's plenty more stocks that are reporting earnings on all those days, but those are just the stocks that I actually follow, that I actually have some interest in, and so yeah. So what do I do before earnings? So the few days before earnings, I really like to watch how the companies that I'm really looking to buy into, like Apple, Tesla, Facebook, like companies like those, Amazon, companies like those that I'm really looking to put some more money in at some point. Those are the ones that I'm really watching closely as far as where the stock price is trading, because I've noticed a lot of times when a stock is trending up and trending up in a massive way before its earnings, just the days prior leading up to the earnings report, usually you see a sell-off like after earnings. It's crazy. It's just something that I've seen. I'm not saying that it's something that always happens or it's 100% fact, but just for me personally and the stocks that I follow, usually if I see the price of the stock just going up and up and up the days prior to their earnings report, usually I see the stock sell off after the earnings report, and I'm just like, why does that happen? And then the vice versa as well. If the stock has been going down, usually after the earnings report, you see a bounce. So that's just one thing that I've seen. So I'm gonna be watching these companies, Apple and Tesla and Facebook and Microsoft and all of them. I'm gonna be watching them real closely because I want to see how their stock trades prior to their earnings report. Because yeah, I'm definitely looking to buy something. I have been sitting a lot of cash on the side, just waiting to buy something, and there's just not been anything that has gotten to an attractive point to where I want to buy it as far as my technical analysis goes for a lot of these stocks that I follow. So another thing, after the company reports earnings, I like to go back and take another look at the charts and see, okay, like especially if the stock sells off like double digits or stuff. Usually if the stock is selling off double digits, that's probably good enough to bring the stock down to a certain buy level for me. It may not be right at that buy level, but it'll be close. And another thing I like to do is, if a stock does sell off massively after earnings, I'll usually wait about at least 24 hours to 2 days, and depending on when the stock actually comes out with its earnings. Like if a stock is going to release earnings on Thursday, I'm probably going to wait until next week or the week after before I actually make a decision. Just because with me personally, I've noticed that I'm not an impulse buyer in real life. Like I really like think long and hard before I buy stuff, but sometimes when it comes to stocks, I might pull the trigger, get a little too trigger happy, and buy stocks before I actually said I was going to buy them based off my technical analysis. And sure enough, what always happens, the stock drops so even lower to the point to where I was originally looking to buy it. And if I just would have been more disciplined, I could have saved myself a little bit of money. So, yeah, might be something you want to think about too if you're somebody who's, trigger happy like me. But yeah, so that is how I plan to navigate through this week. I have a love-hate relationship with earnings seasons because I know one of two things is about to happen. Either I'm about to make a lot of money or I'm about to lose a lot of money on paper, of course, because I'm not selling because I'm being reactional or nothing like that. On paper, I'm either about to make a lot of money or sell a lot of money or spend a lot of money. You know, yeah, lots of stuff about to go down. It's about to go down. So anyway, there's my video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.